Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. The best way to predict the future is to create it. It is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It is never too late to be what you might have been. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Dream big and dare to fail. We become what we think about. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Every moment is a fresh beginning. Don't count the days, make the days count. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Carry out a random act of kindness with no expectation of reward. People may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Compassion and tolerance are not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got. The only way to have a friend is to be one. The true measure of a man is how he treats someone who can do him absolutely no good. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. What wisdom can you find that is greater than kindness? A warm smile is the universal language of kindness. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, or the smallest act of caring. Let us always meet each other with smile, for the smile is the beginning of love. You cannot do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late. One can pay back the loan of gold, but one dies forever in debt to those who are kind. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Difficulties in life are intended to make us better, not bitter. It always seems impossible until it's done. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. The darkest hour has only 60 minutes. The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Success is to be measured not so much by the position one has reached in life, as by the obstacles one has overcome. Do not be embarrassed by your failures. Learn from them and start again. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. When you come to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. A hero is no braver than an ordinary man, but he is brave 5 minutes longer. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. If you're going through hell, keep going. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. You cannot swim for new horizons until you have courage to lose sight of the shore. Success is not the absence of failure. It's the persistence through failure. It's not whether you get knocked down. It's whether you get up. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Courage is knowing what not to fear. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. In order to succeed, we must first believe that we can. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference. We do not remember days. We remember moments. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. You must not only aim right, but draw the bow with all your might. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn. It's not the load that breaks you down, it's the way you carry it. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends.